Hello, my dear apprentices. This is your coach, Mr. Magnon, and on this video, I'm going to show you how to break down a fraction into different parts. And for that, we need to read the directions first. So here we go. Express each fraction, so here's the fraction, as the sum, and remember, sum means addition, of two or three equal fractional parts. So, and then it's telling us rewrite each as a multiplication equation on a number line. So let me show you what that means. So you're gonna look at this. Let me remove that. Okay. So what I mean is this. So you're gonna put an equal sign here. It's gonna be equal sign, and we're going to let me just line this right here and make that bigger because it needs to be visible. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a fractions of the same denominator with the same numerator. Let me explain. So for example, on this one is 611, right? So we're gonna have a fraction that has 11, and then we're gonna have another fraction, but it's gonna be added and we're going to create that fraction, and that has to have also an 11 as the denominator, because remember, they have to be the same denominator to be able to equal 611. So I can see that half of 6 will be 3 and 3. So when you add those two together, that will be 3 plus 3 equals 6. That will be your numerator, and the denominator, which is down, will be the same number, 11. Now, the next step, we have to write this as a multiplication. So here is what happens. This is one copy, and this is a second copy. And that is going to tell you that when you have two copies, you can create a multiplication explaining it this way. So it's 2 times 3 11ths. And that, my friends, will equal the same amount, 6 11ths. So that's what they're asking us to do. That's to turn that problem into that solution into a multiplication. That's exactly what we did. And let me just place an equal sign so you can see that these three answers, they're all the same. They what this is saying is that 611 equals to the total of these two numbers, and also 611 is the same as 2 times 3 11ths. Okay, now we have to show that on the number lines. That should be something simple. So let's select our number line here, and we're going to create it, and we have to show. Okay, one thing that I want you to, well, let's do this first. I'm going to create a number line that goes from 0 to 1. Remember, that is key. The next thing that we need to notice is that each whole is divided in 11 parts. The denominator always dictates what is the number of parts in the whole number. So let me demonstrate. So this is going to be 0, and this is going to be 1. And now we're going to create 11 parts in it. So 11 parts will be, okay, there you go. So that will be, I'm going to try to do even parts. It's going to be 1 11, that'll be 2 11s, 3 11s, 4 11s, 5 11s, 6 11s, 7 11s, 8 11s, 9 11s, 10 11s, and that will be 11 11s. So now I'm going to label it. I'm going to label it now. And let me make this smaller so I'm able to do this. So the first one, is going to be 0 11s. Okay. And the next one should be 1 11. So you get the picture here. So each of them needs to be represented as a form of a fraction, which is and I'm going to move that up there. So as you continue, this is going to be 2 11s. And let me try to do this a little quicker so this um, problem doesn't, this video doesn't become too long. So that's going to be 3 11s. So now you get the picture. So you're going to count all the way down to until you get to 11 11s. Because 11 11s equals 1. So that must be right under the 1. So 11 divided by 11 equals 1, which is the number right above it. Okay, so that's going to be 2, that's 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to write 5. I'm going to add one more. So that's going to be 5 11s. I'm going to, there is the description of that segment right there. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm for the sake of time, let me see, 6, 7, 8, 9 11s. I'm just gonna skip a couple of them, but I would recommend that you always label all of the parts, all of the segments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 should be 9, and then 10 and 11. Okay, so now here's what they want us to do. They want us to add up, show that information up here as on the number line. How do you use the number line to add those fractions? Well, let me just do that right now. So the first number is 311. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 11 plus, that will be 3 11s plus 3 11s. That will be 1, 2, 3. All right, so let me just demonstrate now with a longer jump. So this will be 3 11s plus 3 11s. It should equal the number that is called 6 11s, right? So let me get my equation tool and write 6 11s. And this is, my friends, how you solve this problem.